Good evening. Today I will be revealing intelligence proving that Hamas uses hospitals as terror infrastructures. I repeat that Hamas uses hospitals as terror infrastructures. Hamas has turned hospitals into command and control centers and hideouts for Hamas terrorists and commanders. Additionally, I can confirm that according to the intelligence we have in our hands, there is fuel in hospitals in Gaza. I repeat, there is fuel in hospitals in Gaza, and Hamas is using it for its terror infrastructures. The information I will share here today has also been shared with the members of the intelligence community. We have given them all the materials and more than you will be seeing here, and they all have accepted it, together with further classified materials that show more concrete evidence, both relating to hospitals being used as terror infrastructures and the status of fuel. I want to start with Shifa Hospital, located in Gaza City, the biggest hospital in Gaza. This is the Shifa Hospital. You can see where it locates in Gaza City, the largest hospital in Gaza. It has over 1,500 beds, 4,000 staff, and now it has also more people around the surroundings of the hospital. The red marks that you've seen before and you'll see later are red marks of buildings that are involved with Hamas, and we know it, and we have the proofs that they are with involvement of Hamas. Hamas is cynically using hospitals and as a shield for its underground terror complex. I want to explain. There is an underground metro tunnels in Gaza City, not just in Gaza City. Usually it's based next to unique sites or sensitive sites, not just the hospital, but other sites, as mosques, etc., UNRWA places, hospital, schools, etc. This is a philosophy of Hamas, and Shifa is one of them. Explaining map. The red buildings, as I mentioned, are buildings that Hamas is using, meaning he does his command and control in different departments of the hospital, like the Röntgen room and others. He uses these places in order to do command and control for terror activities, launching rockets, etc. It is here in Shifa Hospital where Hamas operates some of its command and control cells. This is where the direct rocket attacks command Hamas forces. Hamas terrorists operate inside and under Shifa Hospital and other hospitals in Gaza with network of terror tunnels. Hamas also has an entrance to those terror tunnels from inside the hospital wards, meaning from different places of the hospital you can go into an underground tunnel that will provide you shelter. We'll show it now in a map. This is an illustration of Shifa Hospital and the underground facilities. I want to repeat, this is only an illustration. We will not share here the true material. We will not share here the true material that we have in our hands. This is only an illustration. Right now, terrorists move freely in Shifa Hospital and other hospitals in Gaza. We have concrete evidence that hundreds of terrorists flooded into the hospital to hide there after the massacre of October 7th. Hamas uses Shifa Hospital as a shield for Hamas terror infrastructure. Hamas wages war from hospitals. By operating from these hospitals, Hamas not only endangers the lives of Israelis, civilians, but also exploit innocent Gazan civilians as human shield. Shifa is not the only hospital, it is one of many. Hamas' use of hospitals is a systematic. Hamas terrorists operate inside hospitals precisely because they know the IDF distinguishes between terrorists and civilians. Israel targets terrorists, Hamas target Israeli civilians and Gazan civilians. Hamas is stealing from Gazan civilians to fuel its attack. You saw the last sentence. I think the last sentence, this is how Hamas sees the Gazan. He uses the destruction, the deaths in Gaza that occurring because they're using them as human shield in order to show the world and get this anti-propaganda against Israel.